In this video, I'll show you how I convert up this tank right here. Hello Bitsbreed, this is Craig from Bitzbox.co.uk with another video for you. This is a conversion video where I'm going to be looking at this converted Repulsor tank for my post-apocalyptic Mad Max style Imperial Fists Space Marines. So this sort of style can obviously be used for Orcs or Chaos quite well as well, but I really like the Primaris stuff, and I really like this sort of theme, which is why I've sort of done the army in this way. And there's been some previous videos on these, which some of you guys may have seen already. So yeah, going to be looking at this before it was painted, show you how I've sort of converted it, what bits I've used, etc. And then we'll have a nice little showcase at the end, and I'll talk through sort of how I painted it and some of the reasoning behind that. So yeah, before we begin, as always, if you are new to this channel and you like all things hobby related, then do feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. Also, just a huge shout out and a massive thank you to all of our patrons who help support this channel. If you want to know what our Patreon is all about and you want to give us some support too, then there is a link in the description down below. So yeah, let's take a look at this bad boy. Okay, so before we bring in the big guy, what I've been doing with some of these videos for the post-apocalyptic army, I know people say, well, the 40k setting is sort of post-apocalyptic anyway. Yeah, I don't really know what else to call this sort of theme. It's all like scavenged sort of theme, you know, they're meant to be sort of stranded on a planet and basically just using whatever to repair that armour, which obviously you can see is quite beaten up, and I'm going to go for the same thing on the tank. But yeah, I think I showed these off on a previous video, and I've recently just painted these guys. So some Inceptors, you can see there's various little bits and pieces on them. But yeah, really happy with how they have came out, so I thought I'd show you guys very quickly at the beginning of this video. But of course you're all here to see the tank, so let's move these to one side. And I could use them a bit later on to give you like a feel of the scale. I'm going to zoom out and bring it in. So slide it across, and here it is in all its glory. And I'll show off some better shots later in the video. But yeah, it's huge. Sort of compare it to a regular Repulsor, which I just happen to have right here. You can see it's obviously beefed it up quite a lot. Made it wider, made it taller, made it longer. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. It's had a lot of positive feedback on social media, hence why I thought I'd do a video as well. We can go through how I converted it, what bits I've used, etc. And also show off that it does have a rotating turret. And I've been requested to show how I've achieved that. It's pretty simple. We also have a Space Marine in top who does come out. He's standing on the crate because he's just not tall enough. So there he is. So let's take him out. Let's take the turret off. So essentially with the turret, I mean the way it spins on Repulsor, you have the bottom plate of the turret, which I've just attached to the bottom here, and just trimmed around it, and stuck a bit of the plastic that I took off there as well. Now I've chopped off the bottom of the Thorax as well to make that so it doesn't stick up just as much. So yeah, essentially there's been three main kits I've used here. The Thorax, obviously the Repulsor, and also some bits from the Goliath tank for the Genestealer cultists. Bits from them, as you can see, with the dozer blade on front. So yeah, let's just go through bit by bit. Start with the turret. So of course it's mostly a Thorax. I've put the guns from the Repulsor on there, so one's on this little turret and one's coming out of the front. I really wanted to make it look more like it's being burst sort of out of the front. I've just put a big hole in there, but I sort of just covered the hole up. I might still play around with that a little bit, I'm not sure. I don't think I'd be bothered now, to be honest. The anti-air guns from a Repulsor I've just stuck on the back. I was going to have a Space Marine sitting on the side, like a suppressor or something holding them, but he's quite sort of big and the turret just wouldn't turn if he was sort of sitting there, so I've just done that just for ease. Not much else on the turret really, it's as simple as that. I've just put in an armour plate thing there just to cover up the inside so I ain't got to paint that. But yeah, all the rest is just from the Torx kit. So I'll take that to one side. Space Marine, literally just an intercessor. A few other little spikes and shit added to him. And he's got the heavy stubber, also from Repulsor kit. So the main chassis itself, oh, let's get that there, let's zoom in a smidge. First thing you'll notice is it has wheels. The large ones from the Goliath. Originally I was just going to have, originally I just thought I'd have the Torx thing at the back and one wheel at the front, and that just looked ridiculous. Then I thought I'd have two, and that still didn't feel right, so then I put in a third, and I think that's from one of the Orc buggies. I mean, you can use any old wheels that you've got. These things are from an old Imperial Guard, well, not an old one, but an Imperial Guard sort of vehicle accessory thing. Got just a regular barrel, just from like some terrain. I've put some little model chain around it. All sorts of little things. There's rope, chains and spikes just from various kits. Some from like the Genestealer Cult bikers, they have good little stuff. Some from the actual Repulsor. Again using sort of the vehicle accessory sprue as well. It's a little spiky thing from a Chaos vehicle accessory. Got a fuel can. Another barrel there. A Crimson Fist symbol from an old Crimson Fist upgrade set, but I'll use that as Imperial Fist, of course. This thing is hard to ignore, from the Goliath, of course. I'm sure that's what it's called. I hope I'm getting that right. But the Genestealer Cult vehicle. Normally it has like big sort of circular saw things, which are really cool. I just want to make it different. So these are all just from the old sort of Imperial City. And yeah, they weren't easy to put in there. I've also cut it a little bit down the middle so I could bend it a bit straighter. It's not as straight as this. And it has the Dozer Blade mount. As you can see, just a Dozer Blade mount also from the vehicle accessory there. In regards to putting the wheels on, it looks horrendous underneath. All sorts of stuff there. Just whatever you can find to attach for wheels. Work pretty well. A couple of little skulls added to it as well. As you can see, I've got random little armor plates from various stuff. I sculpted a little teddy. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I want something silly like a little mascot to put on there. More accessories from Genestealer Cult. I think this rope was actually from the Vanguard Paladors, I think they're called, from Stormcast Eternal. The guys who ride basically the chocobos, or whatever they call them. And yeah, they have cool little accessories. They also have these little bags as well, which is really cool. Sculpted one there as well. Other little ammo bits and pieces I'd lying around. There's a sledgehammer there. I think that's from the Goliath tank as well. Loads of random spikes from various sort of chaos kits. I don't have too many spikes because I don't want it to look too chaotic. I've had a lot of comments saying it's quite orky as well, which it is. You could certainly... I mean, this theme is just sort of what the orcs follow anyway, don't they? Sort of just looting stuff and using scraps and things like that. So it's this very sort of orky style. So yeah, if you're an orc player, you could do this as well. Make it look almost identical and it would work just as well. But it's great fun doing stuff like this. I added I think that's from the Goliath as well. Speaking of orcs, actually, there's a few spikes and circular saws from some of the orc races from the Speed Freak box. And I forgot to mention I put a couple of sandbags with green stuff as well. But apart from that, that's pretty much how it is. And what I quite like as well is sort of underneath the sort of mount for the Torx things fit on there like really well, and I just stuck some plastic card in the middle. So, but yeah, quite simple really. It did take me a little while because it's just sort of deciding what to put on and where, really. But I like all adding the little details. There's some little sort of mesh thing there. But yeah, really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, I think I'm going to paint it. I'll show you I'll have a few sort of little shots coming up now, just showing the tank. And then I'll paint it and I'll add that on at the end of the video. And we'll look at it painted and have some nice shots. So yeah, I think that's where we're going with this. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. And here it is in all its fully painted glory. So as you can see, I went for a different colour on the turret. I've gone with black. I didn't want it to really be yellow. I don't think it would have made much sense that there'd just be a yellow Torux lying about. And I didn't want to go sort of like red or green or anything like that. So I thought black works really well and fits in with their sort of colour scheme and still be different at the same time. As you can see, I've gone with like some graffiti on there as well. First time I've ever really painted graffiti. It's okay. I'm not going to big it up too much. I wanted to sort of represent like this has been sitting there ruined for quite a while, so maybe some of the civilians on the planet have graffitied it, and maybe the Imperial Fists have had their own little go as well, sort of more crude. But yeah, it's something different. It just makes it look a little bit more interesting. As you can see, like the spikes on the front, I've gone with some blood on them, but I haven't gone too overboard. I'm not a massive fan of like just having blood everywhere. I also printed out a couple of little like signs just to go on there, just make it look a little bit different. In hindsight, maybe I'd have put some plastic card behind them to make them look a little bit thicker, but I think that's okay. All the little bags and accessories and stuff I've sort of done in quite muted colours so they don't stand out too much, and they still have that sort of worn, sort of rough appearance to them. And yeah, apart from that, just the same sort of technique I've done on the armour, just sort of battered and worn. And there's a tutorial for that, which I will put a link to at the end of the video. So yeah, I'm just going to leave you guys to admire it, if you do admire it, and then we'll finish the video there. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the tank. Please let me know in the comments down below if you do. And also, I'd like to give it like a name or a nickname or something. So any suggestions, please definitely drop them down below. And I'll see you all again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. You can also click that bell icon to be notified when a new video has gone live on this channel. On the screen now are 2 more videos that you may wish to check out, and a link to our Patreon page also. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.